barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So I just got through finish listening to Trill Boxing Talk. And don't forget to join my Patreon, man. I'm going through a full remodel right now. You guys will thoroughly enjoy that. All right. And, first I want to say this. The reason I've never seen fans respond so emotional to a fighter in my existence. Obviously, social media is new to YouTube, but I find that very applaudable. Like how so many people are attached to Deontay Wilder and supremely want him to succeed. Obviously there's people that don't want him to succeed, but I'm talking about in terms of the community. I think that's fucking amazing, man, and that speaks to the influence and the reach that Deontay Wilder's right hand absolutely has. Now I want to talk about what 78 says. 78 says something that was very profound. He said the trainers got, is it this side? Yeah, the trainers got used to Deontay Wilder's right hand. I want to add to that, and so have we. You know why? Because on one hand, we're overreacting, and on another hand, we do need to address some of the things that Deontay Wilder needs to improve upon. Right now, my opinion could change, but right now, I'm under the impression him needing a new trainer, him needing this, and slow down. Because the things Deontay Wilder was arguably missing in Tyson Fury was simple stuff. It wasn't like grand things like but let's go step by step. All right, let's talk about the fight itself. At the very least, through round 2, it was 1-1. You can have it 2-0 Wilder. It could be 1-1 each way. That's the worst, because that second round was Wilder's best round. Now, when you go back to round 1, Wilder hit him with a rocket. Tyson Fury was hurt. If Deontay Wilder would have known that Tyson Fury was hurt, he probably could have knocked him down in the first round. But more importantly, that second round, here's what everyone is missing. Tyson Fury wanted to be knocked down. All Deontay Wilder had to do was touch him when he kind of curled up, and his back was to, when Deontay Wilder's back was to the camera. I don't know what part of the second round is, but Tyson Fury thought he was being knocked down in the second round. If you go back and see the body language and compare that to Anthony Joshua, you can tell all D had to do was literally touch him in the second round, and Tyson Fury would have taken a knee because he was in a compromised position in the second round. Right now, round 3, he got hit behind the head with an illegal glove, and I think that was the biggest turning point in this fight. And the rest of the fight, we know it as such. But I want to talk about some other things too, which is I deem important as well. Is at the end of the day, oh my hand. At the end of the day, Deontay Wilder just need to be more nigga. Like, think about this conceptually. A nigga push you, you digest it, you intake it, and you find a loophole, and you return the favor. This is boxing, right? A nigga choke you. As he's choking you, you hit him with a low blow. You know what I mean? He want to put his head underneath your chin or put his forearm underneath your chin. You forearm him in the nose. Make his eyes water. Like, these are like things that Wilder knows to do, but haven't had to use it. And I remember, and let me equate something to me, right? I was a great athlete in high school and a good athlete in college, okay? How I remained good and great, both of them, is repetition. The reason why I am not a good basketball player at 42 years old, lack of repetition. I don't go to the gym every day. One might argue I'm a better boxer right now than I am a basketball player. You understand what I'm saying? Albeit maybe terrible, maybe novice at this point, but if I get on the basketball court It probably won't be. It probably won't be to my liking. You know. So it's just repetition. D has to get back and just repetition. Like D is on vacation in Africa or somewhere if he's not there yet. Right now is the learning phase. Everyone got to have humble and have high humility at this point, from his best friends Chris and Tay and Cuz and the trainers. Everyone got to be humble. Everyone was humble. We all knew we always knew where the emergency key was. So if we lost our key at school, remember in high school and middle school when we lost the key, we always knew where the emergency key was, in the backyard underneath the mat or in the grass. So we always knew that, so we never feared losing our key, right? And we never really had to tell mom, right? Think about it, because we got slam locks now, you know. So at the end of the day, everyone needs to be humble and just exercise their greatness. Exercise being a great student. I repeat, exercise becoming and remaining and growing as a great student. Okay? We got to get back to repetition. I was there in Deontay Wilder's camp and I saw him knock out basically stop three sparring partners in back-to-back rounds. Okay? So at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder truly has never had to use repetition on the small things. Like we have fine and gross muscles. Deontay Wilder needs to work on the fine boxing skills. You know, keeping your hands on the inside, short uppercuts. Keep Tyson Fury's arms wide, so when he throws, you just expand your glove and close here. You can catch all his work. You know what I mean? Close in the middle. You know what I mean? Little shit like that. Uppercut. Short uppercuts. You ain't got to start from here, D. You can start from here. Boom. Right? And this protects. Boom. Protects. Close here. Close here. All that simple stuff. I think everyone is in learning right now. I think they're going to do a 16-week camp for this fight. 12-week camp, 16-week camp. He doesn't need to lose weight. So it has to be a learning phase. That's why football is so crucial. Monday is tape day. We watch the other team. We go through all their favorite plays and we adjust. Right? When they go to an I back, we go to a 4-3. Or a 5-2. When they go 4 wide receivers, we go to a dime. We go to a nickel. These are simple adjustments, and we got to make the play. Mike, you got to make this play. All right? These are your cues. This is your play. Jump to the play. And if they counter it, it's okay. You can't counter a counter. You understand what I'm saying? They may fool you once, and it's okay. Tyson Fury countered, and it's okay. It's 1-1 in my book. Okay, Deontay Wilder won the first fight. I think we should relax and breathe and trust the intellect of Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has great intellect. You know what I mean? We're not accepting the fact that D was 42-0. Come on, man, 42-0. And I know it's social media gives us an outlet to verbalize and to talk and to have talking points, which is great because it builds community among us. And I love the dialogue. I love the fact that we can have this conversation because it's only going to build a greater community. Deontay Wilder, after he knocks out Tyson Fury, summer, whatever it is, winter, spring, fall, whatever it is, he will have a bigger audience. He will be a bigger star. Okay? Now, in every conversation that we have, okay, moving forward, we must address the cheating. Choking and manipulating your hand in a glove is cheating. We must address that. Sugar Hill, Bob Arum, Tyson Fury, Ben Davison, everyone is accountable. We cannot give them credit for cheating. Okay? Cheating won. Okay? There are some levels where we have to accept that because the money's not going to change. I believe maybe we can force an investigation of some sort if the public outcry is strong enough. Shout out to Young Pharaoh, which I believe it can possibly happen. So at the end of the day, man, it was 1-1 going at the worst. It was 1-1 going into the third round. No one Very few. If you had it 2-0, you had it 2-0 Wilder, because Wilder dominated the second round. Okay, so it's either 2-0 Wilder or 1-1 tied going into the third round. And that shot behind the head, which hit Deontay Wilder with his hit. Tyson Fury hit Wilder with his bare knuckle. Okay, all this must be taken into account when we make these adjustments. Okay, now, yeah, he needs to throw combinations, and maybe he needs to throw a lead left hook. You know what I mean? Change the levels. His jab looked good. How about we talk about the things Deontay did good? Every time he feinted, Tyson Fury retreated. Every time. Not one time, not two times. Every time he was in a threatening position, Tyson Fury reset. Stepped back 3 or 4 feet and came back. All right. With that being said, these are some intellectual properties that Deontay Wilder, JD's, and Mark Breland must understand. When he feints and he steps back, you take a half step closer. Don't let him see you getting closer. Don't let him think you're getting closer. Third round, you inch a little bit closer. Sixth round, you knock him out. These are little subtle things that we can learn moving forward. Deontay Wilder has great intellect. The man started boxing at 21. He's 34 years old. He's a heavyweight champion of the world. And he's carrying a culture on his back. All right? Now, I haven't hit every point that he needs to work on. I admit, I got to go work out right now. But it's a great conversation to have. And then we also got to take a step back. Do you need a new mother? Do you need a new father when they make a mistake? If your mom or dad cheats on each other, do you need a new mom? Do you need a new dad? No, you make adjustments. Adjustments can be made, okay? I use me as an example. I'm very shrewd when it comes to money now because I'm 42, don't have room for mistakes, and my learning curve. I had a learning curve. That's why I have my Patreon, so y'all don't make the same mistakes I made when I was a young investor. Okay, I didn't add more people. I didn't add 10 more investors. I just took the time, looked at it from 50,000 feet, which I do in almost all my videos, and make an assessment. If Deontay Wilder is a freak of nature, he has the ability to make adjustments. God made Deontay Wilder special. God made Zion Williamson special. God made Kobe Bryant special. God made Javon Kerr special. These are freak of natures that have no rules. So for us to put rules on them and stipulations and ceilings will be doing us a disservice. Lawrence Taylor was so great, he broke the human body. Joe Theismann's leg. Okay? Javon Curse was such a freak, they had to triple team this man. Okay? It's really simple. Michael Jordan was so special that they had to clog the lane and create the Jordan rules. Deontay Wilder is so great, Tyson Fury had to choke him and cheat with his glove. Take all this into account. Jordan failed the first 2 playoffs. The third playoffs, he beat him. Okay? Okay? Jordan said, you know what? I don't have to get all the way to the lane. I'm just going to back him down and elevate. Pump fake, shimmy, shoot over him. Kobe Bryant airballed against the Utah Jazz. Listen, great athletes know how to adjust. We can call the trainer, we can call the coach, we can do whatever we want. Deontay Wilder will watch that fight and make the adjustments because God made them special. Their intellectual capital in terms of boxing is higher than we can grasp. Deontay Wilder is basically 42-0 with basically minimum, not going to say minimum instruction, but A, B, C, D instruction. He's special. And that's what we need to grasp. We're trying to put ceilings on him. Oh, he needs to throw a double jab, right hand. He needs to throw an uppercut. He has that already. He just really haven't had to implement. He just had to. Deontay Wilder walked into every fight just sprinkling his sauce on fighters. The right hand. Deontay Wilder can throw a jab. He can throw a right hand. He can throw an uppercut. He can fight on the inside. But he haven't had to use the repetitions. Okay? It's like me. I wasn't a great 3-point shooter. The reason why? Because I could, in my younger days, I could get the 15 feet on anybody, whether it was Baron Davis, Earl Watson. These are guys I played against every summer. Paul Pierce. The list goes on. All these NBA players. They couldn't stop me from getting to 15 feet. But the moment I allowed them to dictate me around that perimeter, that three-point line, I succumbed. I'm going to my great spots. I'm going to where I believe I'm great. Okay? And I had to learn this. Okay? Whether it was off a screen, all right? Or whether it was off of horns at the top of the key, whether I went right or whether I went left, I was getting to 15 feet. And sometimes I'm going to need help. Sometimes I'm going to need a screen. Okay? Sometimes I'm going to need to force feed a transition. All right. Sometimes I'm going to be able to do it on my own and just hezzy and cross over whatever I got to do to get to 15 feet. And that's all Deontay Wilder got to do. He may need a screen. He may need to low blow him. He may need to fight on the inside. But ultimately, that right hand is his 15-foot jump shot. He's going to get there. And that's simply what I believe right now. Could it change? Yeah. I anticipate I'll be going down to his camp sometime soon. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, does he need a new trainer? I think first, before you look out, you need to look within. Look within first. I've made a lot of mistakes. When you make a mistake in your household, look within. Stop looking for Jesus. Stop looking for your mother-in-law, your father-in-law. Engage with your kids. The reason why you are a great father, and because you're there every day. Repetition, repetition, repetition. The reason why you are a great mother, because you're there every day, every day. Repetition, repetition, repetition. All right. The reason why my channel grew, repetition, repetition. I'm not greater than nobody. You understand? Just repetition, repetition, and being vulnerable and honest. That's it. Deontay Wilder, in his silent moments, he needs to go to the gym by himself. Maybe him and Chris, him and Tay, and work on that inside shit. Work on lead left hooks, high guard, high right guard, lead left hook. You know what I mean? And anticipate Tyson Fury hooking with a hooker. You understand what I'm saying? Changing levels. Fighting at 6'2" as opposed to 6'7". These are things that Deontay Wilder can do, but never had to implement. Because guess what? He had that 15-foot jump shot. All right? The drop dead Fred, the Alabama slammer. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Barbershop comment. Let me go work out. Barbershop conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Let's look within before we ask for help. The same way we ask it in the black community, let's look within before we ask a Jewish man. Let's look within before we ask a Mexican man. Let's look within before we ask Mexican man, whoever else. Let's look within first. And then once we make the adjustments, if we need a specialty, don't hire a trainer to be a motherfucking trainer. Hire a motherfucker to be a specialist. If you need to work on a three-point shot, don't hire a motherfucker that's known for backing you down. Okay? Get a specialist that works on the inside and uppercuts on the inside. Don't get a motherfucker that's it. Deontay Wilder can afford specialists. That's why rich people stay rich. Poor people got to extract and add. Rich people just add, a la carte, add. And next thing you know, the kid has a ballet instructor, a piano instructor, basketball coach. Poor people can only do one, right? Barbershop conversations. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.